Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, guys? One sec. Man, I need a haircut really bad. What's going on? Talk about tell. What is tell? It's great to have everyone. Sorry if you can hear my heater going on in the back. It's going pretty hard. Still very cold. If it's above like 50 degrees, it's cold in Texas. How's it looking? Man, after hours don't look good. There's a few things I want to look at though. So we're gonna spend some time on some stuff. I'll answer questions, but it's an interesting day. Palantir after hours didn't look bad. Got a tick up, and indexes are coming down, so it's promising. Really curious about Roku. Probably probably a great day trade tomorrow. We'll see. Smashes, yeah, killed estimates, so we'll see. It just market's gonna hurt tomorrow. Tellurian. Oh yeah, I've heard about them. I heard Bloom Energy. Okay, so like I can go over these plays, I can tell you why I like them, but like if the indexes hold down, these stocks aren't gonna go up. Like Roku killed earnings, but they're sitting sideways, right? They should be smashing to the upside, right? I'm just saying in Texas, it's a joke. It's a joke. You didn't get the joke. So you can't really expect too much when these, when the stocks are down. That's what I'm saying. If I'm buying calls, they're way out. They're like a month in advance, right? So I'm giving myself plenty of time. That's why I took the losses on Neo and stuff like that. And if I'm getting back into Neo, I'm just getting longer term positions out. So I'm kind of safe there. So let's answer some questions. Do you think a correction? This is a correction. What are you talking about? This is definitely a correction. Okay, so let's get some stuff. Any thoughts on IPOD? IPO? Oh, you're right. Yeah, background noise. Man, my cough just like started flaring up when I started talking. Let's go to. Oh no, we type. So what we do for our music now, we type in lo-fi, but you can't just type in lo-fi because some terrible stuff will come up. So let's do. We're gonna do laid back tonight. No, these are all Christmas songs. The hell? Why is there only Christmas songs? I gotta listen to the music so I can vibe. One sec, guys. Sorry, it's like a slow start to the stream for sure. Ooh, I kind of like it. I'm kind of digging it. Took a big hit on LAC. Yeah, I took a hit on it too. I'm gonna do another update on the 1K challenge. We're down like 35%. But it's okay, honestly. Like, it could be way worse. Could be way worse. I did buy some Corsair calls on that today, though, like for like a month out. I really like Corsair. I want to make a video on them probably tomorrow. Do I think market continues to drop? Probably to close the week, yeah. So Andre, I'm convinced when you say good night, you're saying like I hope everyone's having a good night. Okay, so there's so many stuff getting talked on here. So I want to talk about some of the trades I'm in particularly. Okay, so let's start. I'll start with Bloom. I bought a lot more, let's just say the least. At 29.8 today, I bought a lot. I like loaded up here. So basically you have until this date. How do you vertical line? Which honestly, it feels fine. So like that's our date there. There's tons of time to get start moving back up. So just take a chill pill, and once this really starts to move back up, I can see a really hard move. But this is what we're really looking at as a Nasdaq. Is yes, we're getting a pullback. Tomorrow's open's gonna be pretty important. I don't think the run down continues going into next week. It might. I'd put my money on it. We start getting a bounce towards the end of this week today, and then going into next week, we looked fairly decent. Especially with stimulus talks and stuff like that. Did I talk about the hearings today? No, I honestly didn't follow them too much. I was really busy today. Some school stuff. School's reopened today. And then I had my son. So I was lucky though. 3,500 down. No, GG. Sorry, man. CPSH Mars landing was a success. So there's no option on this. So it's not going to hurry. Got in around 21.8, give or take. It's up like 5% where we're at now. I still like this. Little mad we didn't sell at 27 because we could have got back in, obviously. But I still really like these guys. They have tons of room to go. We might see some hype. I'm curious to see how it runs. I still like them a lot. BE on the after hours. Let's look. Probably not there. Oh, it's up a little bit. Probably will be down though come tomorrow. I'll make a UAVS probably tomorrow. Love this stock, guys. It's down huge today. Love them. Absolutely love these guys. UAVS. Everyone's having these lawsuits, so I wouldn't worry about that. But I love these guys. I think such a good dip. Now there might be some better dip buys on this, play with the whole market right now. And I don't think it's dipping just because of the market. I think it's dipping because some of the news that was released. But I really like these guys. Solid product. Lots of hype about Amazon acquisition eventually. But overall, really like these guys. 10K sub soon. It's looking good. It's looking good. Dude, I actually drink a lot of tea. I drink a lot of tea and a lot of coffee. We could break below this level. We did. Sorry, whoops. We're back sitting on top of it right now. I love UAVS. Basically a drone company, short term. Simplified version of these guys, but I really like them. I'll probably end up making a video. E-Hank's still kind of moving back to the upside and then moved back down today, which was crazy. I wanted puts right here at 76. I really wanted them, man. Yeah, it's tough. I have some Carnival puts too. How they've been looking in the after hours. Came back down a little bit. Pretty crazy. Those are just some slingshot plays. What should I invest in tomorrow? Zero and DD, man. But I post in my videos everything I like, stocks specifically I love, and stuff like that. So Jobs did cause a hit today. They did hurt. Stimulus talk. So what I'm hoping for with the market going into tomorrow is some stagnation, one, and then stimulus hopes and hype kind of perking us back up, and then next week we should run typically fine and get some retracements back to that upside. But the key thing to know though is that we had great earnings, right? So these great earnings are gonna help going into the week for sure. So keep up with that. Looking at AMC, guys, honestly, I do want to cover them for a little bit because we're getting these. We had a lot of volume this morning, then pump back down. I still like, dude. It's just that it's crazy how we're sitting. Next week's gonna be really interesting to watch. The fact that we held this range, this basically 2 weeks now. This is a 2-week period right here. This is pretty interesting. I'm very curious to how we hold. But overall, I really do like this movement. How's the OBV looking? Haven't even looked. Kind of trending down still. This is crazy how we're moving. I would not have pictured this. Usually Friday, yeah, Fridays typically are red or flat. Yes, correct. Correctamundo. Corey Colt Harp, I think. Colt Harp. I don't know what your name is. That's a smart move. So being able to have cash is nice for you because these are the times you want to buy. Honestly, this is the best time in the market to be buying on these big dips. And basically my best, if I'm looking at call options, my favorite call options right now, Bloom Energy for mid-March, maybe take Maze. It's up to you. I like them. I love Neo. This is crazy how cheap Neo is right now. Love these guys. That's a pure money play. I grabbed some more of these today. Corsair, mid-March, March 19th, I believe. Love this one as well. Semiconductors could be moving really, really fast and quick come very soon because Biden's talking about helping with the production of semiconductors. I'll probably have a video pushed out either tomorrow. There's a lot of videos I need to make, so we're gonna have to like play by ear. But I love UAVS. I love Momo. I love Momo's a great play. I bought some stock today in the group, so I think I bought some here and then I bought some more down here. I love Momo. Love this company, guy. I cannot emphasize enough. I love the company. Think Tinder meets Snapchat for China, and they're selling all the data. Solid company. What else? Palantir. I made a video on them today. Dude, it's so cheap. Kathy Woods, just so you guys know, it's already been verified. She bought 1.5 million shares right here, $28 to $27. 1.5 million shares, guys. 1.5 million. Fuel Cell. Yeah, so Fuel Cell is the most bearish one out of the bunch, in my opinion, in this group. I mean, Bloom's moved down a lot. Don't get me wrong. But they just had such a far run up. Their financials are pretty bad, but they had the Exxon merger, or the partnership news, so that's pretty good with them. Check out pins. What about the AMC flat is crazy? Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, so this is AMC, right? We're pinching, moving sideways, just moving flat, right? Typically, to me, when we start getting consolidation moving sideways, typically we move in kind of a bullish pattern. That's just how, based on what I've seen and how this has moved, especially with AMC, right? So from this downtrend, we're not really moving flat. None of this is flat, right? This is, we trend for 2 days, drop down, trend, drop, trend, drop. Now we have like basically 9 days, right? Or 8 days right here, trending flat. We trended flat here for about 2 weeks, popped up. Trended right here, half a week, popped up. You know what I mean? Trended right here for however long, right? Then that's when we started running. Go look at GME. GME was pretty interesting. Now I'm not saying that we're gonna short squeeze, go to the moon, like, you know, that's not what I'm saying. But GME, it did it for 2 weeks in this range right here, at this $35 to $40 range. We just trended, blah 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 blah, and eventually we broke up. Now the thing about this, while I like more about GME, is that we kept getting the touch of the weekly level and kind of get higher lows. I don't think AMC looks exactly the same as that, and the OBV is kind of dying on us on AMC. So look at AMC. Crap. All right, so we're literally just sitting in a flat. So that's a little bit more worrisome, but I want to see kind of how I react. This is gonna be interesting how we close the week and stuff. AMC is about to stream new movies. What do you mean stream? What do you mean? Sorry guys, I can't see everyone's chats. Like, there's just so many. I'm not ignoring you. It's just a lot of people talking. Ben Emmons. What's crazy is that it's that high. AMC is a dead company. 075. Yeah. They do owe a lot. They do a lot. Is High Tide breaking lower? Honestly, like, so High Tide and NMGR for stocks that I'm not buying more of right now. Just because we got in at such a good range. I'm just holding them for the long term, financially and stuff like that. I do love them. It could break lower. I think it just depends on the Nasdaq and how indexes move. Like, if indexes move down, everything's gonna drop down lower. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. The real sneaky, yeah. I think the longer it trends sideways, the more likely some type of squeeze or upward action is to happen. Just saying, that's my personal opinion. I think sideways consolidation is really nice for the stock. You buying back into BNGO? No. So BNGO didn't drop as much as some other plays. I sold at 15.4. We had really great sales, like phenomenal sales. So, but I'm not looking to get in yet. We could potentially come down to 11.4. I don't know. I don't love it here. But we played that almost perfectly. BFT, love this stock. Not buying more though. CCIV is still going crazy, guys. Yo, bro, can you look at Fubo? High Tide short interest worrying? I don't know. It doesn't worry me. Okay, that's pretty cool, Dustin. I'll look into it. That could be good for them. Fubo, it's funny they're getting to streaming. It's funny. And everyone was like, the movies are life. Fubo broke out of this channel. We did not want to see that. So looking at, I considered getting some long stay on these guys. But this is what worried me. I wanted some confirmation before I touched them. So we were sitting here kind of trending, as you saw right here. Sorry, bad drawing. So we opened the day up, pushed down, got back above, and came back in. And from there, I was like, I want to see this hold above. And we pushed below and got stuck. And now we're pushing down. We probably touched new lows. Well, we are touching new lows as we speak. So probably like 40, 28, maybe go lower. We'll have to see. But I mean, if indexes bounce back, most stuff probably goes up tomorrow, has a decent day. So that's worth noting. Like I said, I personally like Fubo better than YouTube TV. I don't really use either. Thoughts on Pinterest? I don't love it. I don't hate it. It doesn't look that bad if you're holding it. You know what I mean? Compared to other stocks, it doesn't look terrible. Kind of crazy. Thoughts on HCMC? Almost bought some, damn. I like that it's sitting back above the VWAP. I love it, actually. So if it can hold above the VWAP just for like one candle, I think it's a buy. I like if it's above one candle. Just hold one candle above the VWAP. It can't hold one time. If it can do that, it's good. BKD? What is BKD? Brookdale. Oh, I know what this place is, actually. Interesting. Wow. I did not know they were a public traded company. That is crazy. I did not know this. They have these like all around where I live. Solid support where it's at right now. Wow. This is a really solid support at $5. But I mean, it's not something I'm looking personally to get into. I'm curious how their earnings perform. How were the earnings? Yeah, bad earnings before. That's interesting. Vlad made a BS Robinhood video. Yeah, they're doing some sketchy stuff over there. Look at that chart. Holy crap. What was that? GM. Holy crap. They got wrecked. They had decent earnings too. That's the crazy part. IDEX dropping down. You can't get too upset. I mean, stuff is just dropping, you know? How low do you think the Neo reaches before reversal? Okay, guys, like Neo's at a solid support, but it's not the question about Neo. Stop asking. We can't ask about Neo or any of that. You got to be watching these. These are what matters. This is all that matters, is the indexes. If these stop going down, we're fine, right? We needed the Nasdaq to hold above 13,614. Didn't hold. SPY's doing its job holding the support, but I mean, it doesn't look great. It does not look great, guys. Things could get pretty ugly. What's going on, Josh? I got Sun W down in like 21. Should I cut my losses down 20%? Are you like on a call up? What are you on? What are you on playing it? Where'd you get it at? 18.5? Where? You got it a little bit below. You got to get like a 17. If you're down 20%, like you're probably like 18.5 around that range. It just depends what you're. If you're in options, you gotta like think about some stuff and how long those options, how much you have left on those premiums. But looking at the price, like Sunworks, is this? Yeah, it's a clean energy company. You gotta just be I'm trying to think how to say this. Clean energy is already taking a big hit. It's on a downtrend, right? Clean energy overall, like we're seeing an A, B, C correction, right? This could come down a little bit deeper, but from that correction, it's probably gonna have a nice run up. That's why I'm playing Bloom Energy. That's why I like clean energy right now. That's why I've been talking about it for like the past week of looking for entries. This kind of set up for perfect entries. So if you're playing clean energy, you're buying this. You're basically trying to knife grab, to be honest. That's what you're doing. If indexes can flip though, and just hold where they're at now, some really good room to run. Like really good room to run. I love this Christmas. Why does it play so much Christmas music? I mean, it's actually not that bad though. It's like some good Christmas music. Probably play it next Christmas season. You still holding high? Yes, high tide NMGRF. Those are long-term holds. Not even looking at them. Pretty much any video I say it's a long-term hold, I'm not really looking at them. And I'm just looking to add more. But I'm actually, that's two of the stocks that I'm not adding. I think there's more short-term upside on things like Palantir, Neo, those type of stocks I keep mentioning. Have I mentioned Plug? No, but they're following the same pattern as Sunworks and Bloom and all that, right? They're getting hit hard. This sector specifically. Now I knew they would get hit hard. I didn't know, it'd be this hard. They're all at really big supports though. I mean, Plug looks pretty solid. So it's not that bad. Do you look at Can? Come on, man. Yeah, well, sure. Hope this is it. It doesn't look that bad. It actually looks strong. Like we bounced on the weekly, kind of flagging. Get back up with the VWAP. Looks solid. Semiconductors look really great. This looks super healthy too. I have a lot of Corsair right now. Would you hold Boeing? I don't really touch Boeing too much. SOS is scaring you. Let's look. Bitcoin's holding pretty strong. I kind of can't believe it. SOS. I mean, you could be like some other people and be buying clean energy right now, which is taking a fat dip. So be careful. But this doesn't look that bad. But if Bitcoin drops, yeah, it's gonna dump hard. How do you feel about MVIS dip below 18s for the bell before coming back at it? MVIS, I don't play them because I think when you're playing them, you're just playing them for an acquisition news for that huge jump. So that's it. So not really, no. With the Mars landing today, CPS didn't seem to gain the hype. Any thoughts? The land was after hours. So that's worth mentioning. But we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I'm holding them. Solid company either way. Like great deals. I love them. So I'm not like worried. Do you know much about TDIM? I do not. They just got some backing from NDT, their new product. I don't know who they are. I like High Tide a lot. Love them actually. You need to look at. You need to look into DD. It seems like this shady company might not be too legit. I mean, I made a video on them. I made it very clear that they're a short-term play. And they kind of did what we thought they would do. You know what I mean? I made the video around this range right here, right? I said most likely we shoot up to $11, $12, $10, $11. Next day we pushed up to 12, 13. It's just gonna follow Bitcoin, right? Interesting company how they process data and stuff like that using the blockchain, which I do think is the future overall. So that's the important part, but they're not like one of my longer term plays, something like that. Data plays like INEV, like Palantir, those are my tops. Spy correction coming. What are you talking about? This is a correction. What are you talking about? It's correcting now. Probably gaps down again tomorrow. SOS just had a direct offer. Did they? That's good. That's good news. SOS. I do love direct offerings. I'm a big fan. It helps you get into really good prices. Yes. Well, they're warrants exercisable at $10. That's a little bit different than. Yeah. Interesting. So we might get some drop on SOS to that range, but overall, I think it's fine. Pretty safe, short term. Big correction, maybe possible. UAVS. So I know analysts, marked them down ratings wise. And then they had a few like legal stuff come up, but I think this is kind of just stuff coming from EHang as well, and concern there. I like them still. I like UAVS more than EHang. I feel safer. Thoughts on Coors Light? The Rockies, baby. Real sneaky. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these companies are really hyped up, so you got to be careful for sure, Are you looking to get into INEV? They haven't been something I'm heavily looking into, to be honest. This is that buy zone I mentioned though. That 130, 128. I do really like them at this range. I don't know if we're gonna get itching. I'm gonna make a grilled peanut butter chocolate chip banana sandwich. It sounds super interesting, actually. Sounds pretty good. Have I gotten into INEV? No, not yet. When I got into it originally, it was here. We exited at this range here, sadly. But I'm looking. I might get in at this range. I like this. I like the price action here. I like it a lot. It does sound good. Not gonna lie. I think clean energy is very beat down. I think very beat down. I think a sector that hasn't been beat down enough is cruise lines and airlines. I think they could get whacked. I think Carnival Cruise Line opens up bad tomorrow. I think Carnival Cruise Lines, Norwegian Cruise Lines, I think they all look bad. Why does this never come up? Is that weird or what? Why doesn't am I typing it wrong? There's no way. NCLH. I'm so stupid. Yeah, I think these look bad. Cruise lines look bad. I don't like them at all. Sundial will run up. Don't miss out, guys. So Sundial, I made a video on them today. It's getting the exact move. Like, I literally have not touched this drawing since I made the video, which is hilarious. We're getting this touch here, moving down to 1.7, 1.6, trending sideways, broke down again, coming down to 1.2, 110 range. What are we at right now after hours? This is kind of hilarious. 139. So we're down like to right here right now. I don't see how cruises survive. I don't either. It's all boomers and little kids. Futures are red. This is true. Do you think CCL will double once travel? No, I don't think it doubles. It probably sees a little bump up, but I think it doubles now. Government money with Biden as president will help clean energy hold for the next 4 years. I think clean energy is it's a very big emerging market. I think it's just beat up right now. What stocks would you recommend under like 20, 20, 30, 25 to swing tomorrow? Palantir. Palantir is like my favorite stock right now under $30. It's like it's beautiful. Palantir is beautiful. Can you tell me about SOS for tomorrow? Thanks. I don't really have an opinion based on that direct offering. I wouldn't trade based on that yet. If it gets pushed under $10, I like it a lot. I mean, already watching these indexes, right? The indexes are finally kind of respecting Bitcoin is finally respecting those indexes, right? It's kind of getting stagnant at this range, kind of pushing down. We could see some downside tomorrow on Bitcoin, which would really hurt SOS, so be careful. TCIV ready to sell at 65. I think TCIV has room to run still. Be careful. Any psychedelic favorites? I don't have any, to be honest. How much down do you think they can go? What are you talking about, Carlos? Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say, to be honest. APXT. I like APXT. I made a video the other day. Still at a really good value, to be honest. Seeing at entries, actually. So, it's really nice. Super, super nice. Sundial. Sundial can go like 120, 130. Maybe go to 110. I don't see it going under $1, though. Man, I think someone asked about Nokia. I saw earlier. I haven't made a video on them in a while. They look really good. I'm a fan here. So we came down to like original target of like 406, 405. This is nice where it's at. Kind of flatlining, holding. I could see us pushing like with a lot of volume pushing up. I kind of like them. They had really solid news too, pretty recently. Some deal. Is it ticker PLTR? Yes, Correctamundo. They're beat up. PLTR is beat up. Love them. XPL has good volume moving lately. What is that? I don't know what the zinc company. I don't know what this does. I think you need zinc for clean energy. I don't know. For batteries, no idea. Can you go over what indicators you use in a chart? I use my pivot indicators. I use VWAP, and then I use the OBV. Only these three. And if I didn't need to use, if there was one I had to get, if I had to get rid of one, I would get rid of the OBV. OBV is nice though. It is nice. How far down would you? I would buy I don't think I can't believe it dropped down to 25. I would just keep buying it though. You know, like I think next earnings on PLTR are gonna be huge. I mean, like, if you don't like believe or like my opinion, Kathy Woods bought it today at 27, or she bought it yesterday at 27.5. A lot, 1.5 million shares. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of money. Appreciate it, Carlos. Buenos nachos. Please go to my channel. Save the earth. No one's going to your channel. Get out of here. Get out of here. Y'all roast that dude. Save the earth. You have my permission. Go off on him. I want y'all to attack him. Mentally, physically, verbally. Sundial. It's not going to 195 tomorrow. That's crazy. Seems like people will put out a Neo for CCIV rumor. Which is ridiculous. That they're almost priced the same. Crazy. Crazy. AMC earnings next Thursday. By now, AMC earnings won't be good. Let me tell you that. That's actually bad news. UAVS, I love those guys. I probably need to make a video on them tomorrow. Seems like a lot of hype going around about them. Just because of the sell-off, I love them. I love my favorite. I don't even like drone companies, but this is the only one I like. I'm a fan. I think we see Whole as a Tesla. I don't know what Whole is. Really run up. I wouldn't touch these guys. Be careful. I don't think AMZ's dead, but I wouldn't prepare for earnings. NMDM closed on a direct offering. They drop again. So I liked him at 14, like 14 range. Indexes could really hurt. I mean, it's hard to say like what's going down, what's not going down, because like indexes are all that matters, you know. That's all that matters. Anybody tell Tyler to put his guns away? YouTube, a big fan. Sorry. I'll put my guns away. My thing with PLTR, it has so much hype, it can get manipulated. I don't think so. Okay, so I don't think PLTR can get manipulated. One, it's not GameStop, it's not AMC. There's not like a lot of that. There's not like that short interest on it. There is a lot of big financials behind it, as like institutions behind it. They have a product, they have big names. They just signed, in my video I went over the big names. The top three that I liked the most were IBM, BP, and Procter & Gamble, three major players. In quarter number 4, this wasn't even after demo day, quarter number 1. So that's worth taking into account. They're growing rapidly. Their contracts continue to increase. They never decrease. I just think they're being overlooked. So I don't see them being manipulated. Brandon Camp, I agree. It's a long-term hold. PLTR, I love it, dude. I love PLTR. I cannot get over those guys. Can you give me your thoughts on IDEX? You think it will balance? I think IDEX looks fine. It's just pushed down below the monthly now, so I don't love it. But I mean, everything's kind of pushed below the monthly levels. Indexes are getting crushed. You know, that's what happens when indexes get crushed. Excuse me. Patrick, yeah. Patrick, that's the Department of Defense, yeah. And it's proven they have a product that works. And it works so well they keep getting the same people to come back and back and back. Department of Defense, Department of Health in the UK, they have huge people with them. CPS is killing you right now. I don't know where you got in, Josh. I mean, when I made the video, we got in at like 21.8. I'm still up on CPSH. And I'm gonna hold this stock. I'm not selling right now. If you're gonna sell, you probably should hold on 27, 26 maybe. But I don't mind. Will you ever buy Tesla for a long term if it dips more? Maybe if it dips like a lot. I don't know. Not right now. Have you decided to do the paid content stocks? I probably will. do them. I mean, it'll be fully disclosed. I'll have the everything on there. It'll be fully transparent. I mean, I'm already fully transparent, so I don't really think it'd be a big deal. But if you guys don't like it, if you guys have a problem with it, like I said, just let me know, and then I'll just stop doing them. Like, yeah, I mean. I kind of want to run this page as a like democracy of sorts. Gnog. What's AITX? No, it's our AI company. One sec. How beat up are these guys? Very beat up. Holy crap. Well, yeah, this is this is really cheap. I like them at this level. They're dirt cheap. But I mean, if you're buying stuff at these lows, like, you're not paying for a quick flip. You know what I mean? You're just be prepared to hold. You know. Think about Nokia. I like Nokia. I'm a big fan. Where it's at now. You just gotta be, Nokias are like a long-term hold. Like, you're buying that, so be careful. Just don't pretend to like it. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I've. Like I said, I think you guys know when I like a stock or don't like the stock. 2, it's gonna literally say a promotion at the bottom left of my screen. Also gonna say in the description of anything I do, so you guys know it's a promotion too. 3, if I'm buying a stock, you guys know if I like a stock by me saying, I literally look at the camera like this and go, I'm buying this stock. You know what that means. And then I move my head, you know what I mean? I'm pretty transparent with you guys. I don't tell you to buy the stock, but I'm like, I'm buying the stock right now. You shouldn't miss out. You know what I mean? I'm like right there with you guys. So I think you guys know when I like a stock and when I don't like a stock. The best way for me to describe it is like this guy that just asked me about GNOG, right? Gold Nugget. But it's basically gonna be an 8-minute video like that. That's all it's gonna be. Except I'm gonna be going over the chart, going over the company, and just reading what they do. That's it. The end. So yeah. Seriously, that's what it is. Like, if I like the stock, I'm like, I'm buying the stock. What caused the volume jump in AMC? I really think it was that hearing and stuff, to be honest. But we'll see. I have a lot of work to do this weekend, but I have my son, so it could be rough. I don't know how I'm going to do it all. I don't think CTRM is a squeeze. False. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. We had a really nice push up today, like almost 140. That was nice. Fuel cell, the whole sector. So don't worry. Like, everyone's like, oh no, my stock is red. You know, just look at the market. Everything's kind of red today, you know. But yeah, so I feel so I don't like. It's one of my least favorites here, definitely. Be careful. DraftKings, one sec. I use E-Trade SB. DraftKings 58.25. So a good thing to note here is Kathy Wood did buy this stock. They do have earnings coming up. The earnings are probably gonna kill. If index is dip, it's a big buy right here. $50 to $4 range. It's a big buy right there. Like Palantir at 50.25. I love it too. I love it. I'm not ignoring anyone. You just gotta. I mean, look at me. People are texting. I can't read everyone's message. I passed you over. I don't know what you said. I can't even find your message. Entries on MVMD. Entries and exits. Okay, come on. Can you check out TMDI? I don't know what that is. Titan Medical. I hate medical companies. Big support right here at 265, but if index is dropped, probably just go straight through it. Thoughts on Zone? I know Kathy Woods bought it yesterday or today. Still dropping. It's just hard to say because everything's, like I said, everything's dumping because of Nasdaq. So I don't know any fundamentals on these companies. The reason why I like Palantir, Neo, and Corsair, and Beam, and or Bloom Energy is because I know their fundamentals. You know what I mean? So I know what to buy on these dips, even though everything's dumping so hard. So, how long of a long term do you think Palantir is? It depends. Like, I'm just prepared to hold Palantir as long as I have to. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a year play. I think it's like a month tops, a month or two, before you start seeing real gains. But I'm prepared to hold as long as I have to. You know what I mean? Use any strategy when you do options. I'm basically just buying just calls and puts, but I'm just watching the chart. So I keep it very, very simple. So like it's not complicated for people. I don't like. My risk management is my due diligence on the stock. Jick? What is Jick? Sundial dip. I just made a video on this, guys. Just made a video again. You guys asked so many times. 120 to 110 is where I would look for some entries. Got a price ticker for Palantir. Honestly, I think we break all-time highs, to be honest. CCIV. Be careful. I do think it can keep going up, though. But be careful. I don't know. This is hard right here. This is hard. Naked. I don't think Naked's going to squeeze. I think it's gonna go down. Yeah. So after Valentine's Day, this was the Valentine's Day pumped, and then we went to the weekend, right? Yeah. So I think it's gonna drop. I think it's gonna dump, no matter what. Check out Prestige Worldwide. Prestige, big buy. Huge multimedia conglomerate. Huge business. Zone. I don't really know the fundamentals behind. I need to look them up. Probably make a video this weekend. Pay attention to UAMY. UAMY. Everyone and their mama's talking with these guys. The chart does look good, holding the trend no matter what. This is crazy. It looks like it wants to go up. Might be a buy. I mean, this looks really strong. Check out PNG. I think they're a long-term hold. If they're soaring, I'm gonna be pissed. I think they're flying today. Yeah, they're going up. Be careful. I don't know anything about them. Robotics. I don't know anything about them. Genius. How often do you go live? Every night. Sometimes during the day. HCMC, I like them. CTRM. I got some stock at like 120 range. We pushed up. I got them like right here. Then we pushed up and kind of like stagnated again. This is interesting. I want to get back to the VWAP though. It's almost Black Friday for stocks. It pretty much is, right? Tilray, can't stand them. Investors, possibly you. Some guy is roasting you in the Discord. Is he? What a guy. Oh, my son. One sec, guys, my son. Give me a sec. Yeah. Sorry. Give that kid some melatonin. Patrick, I'm not a fan of Tilray, to be honest. I just like them as a company a lot. Why are you guys tagging like a whole bunch of stocks? What y'all doing? AMC got the least upside as a business right now. Red Bull is good for you, man. My sister's pissed off at me. I recommend her UMC. I'm long term, but she keeps blaming me for her 10% loss. The struggle with it, UWMC, is it is kind of a boomer stock. That's why you get out of it. Similar sector to look at, or company, it's like Rocket Mortgage is probably the least boomer in the sector, you know. Back of that support down there. But they're just slow movers, you know. I'm liking ACIC. Let's look. It's pretty strong. Just be careful. It's pretty ran up. Sell Sundial, it's trash. Yeah, it's pretty beat up right now. Like 110, $1. Maybe like 115-ish. That's what I look at. Bro, how you gonna wake up late with that Red Bull? I've been waking up late. I just when it's bearish like this, I just don't like to. It's just so much chop, you know what I mean? So it's like there's no reason to really get too active in, you know, the day trading stuff. Just focus on buying long-term stuff right now. And then once you start moving stagnant or indexes start calming down, then you start day trading again. Do you recommend stocks or calls on Palantir? Stock. I like stock on it. Sins. I mean, you guys can DM me like you're in the Discord and stuff. I'll answer your questions in the morning. I don't mind. It's kind of chilling. It's just stressful, like watching it, and then like when it's just choppy like that. You know what I mean, obvious rejection from this range could get really ugly. Don't love them. I do not love these guys. Are putting in that retirement work. Percentage of cash you keep on hand. Man, totally depends. I didn't have too much on hand during this dip. I had to sell some stuff, play around with it. Any thoughts on INO, buddy? Told me about it. INO, is that Inovio or something? Yeah. Not pharmaceutical, my least favorite things ever. Big support, but pharmaceuticals sometimes just don't respect supports and stuff, so be careful. The Discord link expired. I know I need to update it. Sorry. Thoughts on CFII Smart Glass Tech SPAC? These SPACs, man, I have to really love them. BFT is my favorite. IPOF looks nice. SPQR, maybe? What is it? Dang it. Yeah, Spartan acquisition. I like these guys. I bought quite a bit at this dip here when we back up, but I like these guys a lot. Pretty cheap. Oh, INO is doing a vaccine. That's cool. I didn't know that. B&B going to 2000. Pharma's. I'm just not into pharma. It's my weakness. So I have some friends that make bank in pharma. So CTRM. I got some at like 120. We got to push to like almost 140 today. I'm curious how this runs. GX. Sorry, I'm like kind of out of it today. Still moving good. That's the cool thing about some of these like pharmaceuticals and health companies. Like they don't always follow the market too. So like that is positive. Like if you really like these guys, they'll move pretty good. Like I wonder what ASRT is doing. Kind of getting a push down, but not as bad as some of the other companies, you know. Corsair dirt cheap. I'm telling you, yeah, Corsair. I got some calls on it. I love it. Love these guys right here, man. Love it. So cheap. Did we talk Palantir? I just made a video on them. I love them. They're super oversold. Sorry. Love them. Do you see the Disney's X crane spec? No, I didn't. I would have to look into it though. That'll take hours to look into. Yeah. OHBK. I can look. I would have to like really look into the stock and love the stock. Don't know nothing about him though. It's kind of flatline. Looks decent maybe, bottoming out. Could hold for a while. What do you use for research? I read nonstop, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a mixture of a lot of stuff. I read a lot. I try to see if there's any good news, but I really look at like what they did in the previous years too. That'll tell you about their future a lot. Previous deals, stuff like that. XPEV is a nice dip buy. I'd rather get Neo. I think Neo is the better dip buy, personally. XPEV is really beat up though. I agree. XPEV is very beat up. Maybe if it drops down to 30, it's scary looking at some of these charts because you see how much room they have left to drop. Like this kid dropped down to 37.8. To be honest, it's scary. Yeah, I'm pretty out of it. To be honest, I'm tired. And NBM, they had a direct offering again. They got 40th direct offering. Getting beat up a little bit. Maybe we come down to like 13.10. This range right here. I'd like him for a buy there. Workhorse. They look like they could come down more. Everything looks like it could come down more. So just be careful. That's why I'm buying stocks I really love and feel safe with. Like Palantir, Neo, Corsair, like Bloom Energy. When you're dipping, this is the best time to be buying. Don't get me wrong, but you want to buy stocks you really believe in. They have strong core fundamentals. You know what I mean? So it's like a mixture of stuff like that, and that's why I'm playing certain positions. So I hope that makes sense. So like Workhorse, I don't feel super confident in these guys. Bitcoin hurt. Man, I sent this Bitcoin from blockchain.com and it's still not in my account. I'm pissed. Gosh. It's taking over 24 hours. This is crazy. I'm pissed. This is insane. This is never taking me this long. I mean, that is insane. This is the slowest delivery system I've ever encountered. Gosh, it's so slow. I am pissed. Absurd. Gosh, it pisses me off. Trade desk earnings were crazy good. Options are down bad this month. Yeah, I know it's rough. So I'm kind of just like sitting on the bench, chilling, eating my losses, chilling. RNW. Sorry for kind of like a duller stream tonight, guys. I'm just like, man, I'm bored, tired. I don't know. I want Etsy to drop more. It could. You just want indexes to bounce here, though. If you really, I mean, if they don't bounce here, they could really start floating down. But this isn't the worst move, honestly. Like, I don't see this being that bullish or bearish yet. So coming down here, if we bounce back to here, I think we're bullish. This is just a quick little correction going into tomorrow. It could be nice if we kind of get a little run up to here and just hold flat above 13.6. This could be really, really strong. Biden to pledge $4 billion to COVAX vaccine program. Interesting. Watching him grab under 15, average down a bit. Yeah, 13.10 looks really nice on NNBM. Preaching the info. Have it going, Garrett. Alright, guys, I'm about to hop off. I at least did like an hour live stream. I know I was gone for a little bit for my son for a little bit. There's a few things I have to do. I have to get up really early again. I'll do another live stream tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be really fresh because I'm gonna have my son all day, so I'll just be chilling, you know, with him. So tomorrow night I'll be super fresh, and it'll be the weekend too. So expect a really decently long stream tomorrow. Hopefully be able to pump out as much content as possible for you guys. And we'll just go over a lot of stocks tomorrow. Sorry, today's kind of blue. It'll be the same GIK. I haven't answered that question yet, I don't think. Let me look real quick. Ooh. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, so we got a big drop down, obviously, and pump back up. If it can get back above 15 flat, I like it. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be live at 9:30ish, probably. Yeah, give or take. And then we'll just go over as many stocks you guys want. Probably I commit to a 2-hour stream. I'll aim for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I might be doing a little basketball betting. We'll see. We'll see. Do a little crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they don't really affect me. I drink a lot of coffee though too, so I don't know. But we'll see. I do have I have some like schoolwork and some stuff to do, so we'll see. Hope you guys have a good one. I will be back tomorrow, 9:30 give or take, and we'll be at it all night, 2 hours. We'll go till midnight. Promise tomorrow the stream goes till midnight, covering as many stocks as you want, and then we might have a little bit of sports betting going on. You can watch me lose some money. We'll have some fun there too. Have a good one, guys. I appreciate the love, support. We're so close to 10K subs. I couldn't do